Aloha. This is lesson 281 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. Father, your Son is perfect. When I think that I am hurt in any way, it is because I have forgotten who I am, and that I am as you created me. Your thoughts can only bring me happiness. If ever I am sad or hurt or ill, I have forgotten what you think and put my little meaningless ideas in place of where your thoughts belong and where they are. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. The thoughts I think with you can only bless. The thoughts I think with you alone are true. I will not hurt myself today, for I am far beyond all pain. My Father placed me safe in heaven, watching over me, and I would not attack the Son he loves, for what he loves is also mine to love. And that completes the text. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. This is a direct invitation into authorship of perception. This is the end of self-inflicted wounding, the only kind of wounding there is. It's a reminder that the cause of pain is always internal. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. This isn't a denial of emotion. This is a shift in causality. It's revealing true cause and effect. What seems to hurt out there can only be caused by an untrue thought in here. It's an internal resonance. Notice what belief made this pain feel real. God's thoughts are the only true thoughts. It says, your thoughts can only bring me happiness. Thoughts of pain, thoughts of division, thoughts of diminishment. Those are not our real thoughts. God's thoughts only create peace, extend love, and radiate joy in our hearts. Every thought that causes suffering is not yours. You know, earlier today, I got the sense that I was diminished in the past by a brother. You know, the thought that occurred to me is that he made me feel diminished. But that was immediately corrected in my mind so I could see. I felt diminished in his presence because of an underlying thought that said I was unworthy of love, that said I needed love, that said I needed it from outside of myself. That's what caused the sense that he was diminishing me. So when it's reframed like that, when it's reinterpreted to I felt diminished in his presence because of an underlying thought, that underlying thought can be brought up to consciousness and revealed as untrue. This sense of unworthiness, the thought that I need love from something outside of myself. See, no one's really outside of ourselves. Whenever we think we need love from something outside of ourselves, someone will pop up to reflect that we are unworthy of it. See, once I'm seeing the true cause and effect, instead of being angry or sad or bummed out at this brother, all that occurs is an extension of love and gratitude. Thank you for helping me rise. Thank you for helping me undo the thought that was holding me in exile. Thank you for letting me see. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're still engaging with that particular brother. That particular brother may not have access to you anymore. if that brother cannot rise, it's not that brother, not that they can't. If that brother isn't willing to rise at this point in time, and you're rising, you're not going to be engaging. That's just the simple truth. You don't even have a choice in that. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing as well. Bless them and move on. Keep rising, because that's what helps them and everyone else. No need to stay behind. Forgetting who you are is the root of all pain. It says, it's because I have forgotten who I am. It's not like pain is punishment. It's actually a signal that you forgot who you are. When you believe you're vulnerable, lacking, broken, pain naturally follows. Sometimes, many times actually, people show up to reflect that pain to you. And once you're done learning that lesson, if that person doesn't meet you in the learning, they may not be ready for that. They may not be willing. And you're going to find yourself not interacting with them. Either you're not interacting with them or they're rising with you. That's how it works. And there's no choice in this. There's only a choice in whether you will accept the truth. The rest plays out just as it does. We're all one. So no need to fret about whether anyone rises with you or not. They're perfectly held by the Holy Spirit. And they're already at the end of the timeline with you, one with you. When you remember, I am as God created me, suffering dissolves. Don't be afraid to remember that, even if it means apparently leaving people behind who aren't ready for that remembrance yet. As you vibrate, as you resonate at higher frequencies, you'll magnetize toward beings who are also resonating at higher frequencies. It's not a problem. It says, I have put my little meaningless ideas in place. The ego substitutes its thoughts for God's thoughts. These ideas might look like I'm not enough. They don't see me. Or I have to protect myself. The Holy Spirit doesn't argue with any of these thoughts. He only waits. All he's waiting on is your willingness to lay down these thoughts that hurt you. I will not hurt myself today. Oh, I love that. To hurt is to attack yourself. All it is self-attack. All judgment is self-harm. Even when it appears directed at someone else. Every grievance, every unspoken resentment wounds you. It only wounds the one who holds it. To stop attacking yourself is the beginning of healing the world. You're far beyond all pain. You always are. You're always far beyond all pain. It says that. This is not spiritual bypass. It's identity anchoring. Anchor in this identity. You are far beyond all pain. Yourself, your true self, held in the mind of God, is never touched by attack, is never touched by diminishment. Sons of God, they appear to diminish you only because you diminished yourself. When you stop diminishing yourself, you won't be perceiving that anymore. You won't be perceiving that you're drawn to them, even to hang out with them. There's no need for that. You know, you may find yourself as a teacher to them, but they're not your companions. Not until they choose to rise. You know, pain comes up only in identification with a self that was never even you. It says, my Father placed me safe in heaven. You were placed safe in heaven. Not after you die. That's ridiculous. Now, in the eternal truth of being, you are safe in heaven. You exist in the peace of God, whether you remember it or not, whether you know it or not. This lesson isn't giving you some new truth. It's just for clearing the fog. You know this already. You already know. Only my thoughts can hurt me. And I no longer choose the thoughts that wound. Say that to yourself whenever some inner turbulence arises. Whenever you get the perception that someone is hurting you. Accept that you're the chooser of your thoughts and choose only thoughts that reflect God's love. So twice today, AM and PM, and every hour, and anytime hurt arises, remember this: I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. And in the evening, you might reflect, where did I get a thought that someone hurt me? What would change? What would shift if I didn't agree with that thought? Can I see the true cause and effect? Can I offer it now to stillness, to the Holy Spirit for reinterpretation? When you're looking like this, remember, you're not broken. You're not fragile. You're not even vulnerable. You're a holy thought of God. You're pure. You're radiant and whole. The only thing that can obscure this is a belief that you're not. So keep this in mind, my love, and have a beautiful remembrance